Good afternoon, sir. Today I am going to presentations or discuss about the topic on MEMS, electrical, mechanical and optical properties and application. It's unit 4 and for semester 8. So today I am going to discuss about the unit 4 topic. Like we are discussing about nanostructures and their properties, how to relate it to electrical and optical property, and how it becomes a more and more advantage in in new technology comes. So basically, this technology is day by day updated in semiconductor chips, in memory chips, and computers, cellular phones, and other digital appliances. So nanowires is a attractive feature that which studies about the nanotechnology applications, because it's like due to their unique density of electronics states and limits of the small diameters, so are expected to exhibit optical, electrical and magnetic properties. So there are some advantages of nanotechnologies, because it increase surface area, very high density of electronic states, diameter dependent band gap, and increased surface scattering for electronics and photons are just some of the ways in nanowires technologies. So that is basically we are using the technology in fabrications which increase the growth techniques of good technical in dimensional phase. Like we are already understood that there are two types of dimensional. We are using one dimensional and two dimensionals. So nanostructure is defined on the basis of their one dimensional study. Some applications they are defining on the two dimensional studies. So here we discuss about some one dimensional and two dimensional studies. So there are also some parameters which are dependent on nanowires. There are some properties which are controlling by their independently controlled by nanowires, and these parameters independently controlled by the by nanowires. Some properties like non-linear in small diameters by exploiting a singular aspect of the one-dimensional electronic density of semiconductors. They are also using a thermoelectric applications require high frequency of merit, where we are defining and thermoelectric powers, and also requires some low diameter of nanowires. So nanowire in restrict one-dimensional limits with this have only one occupied subbands are extremely difficult to fabricate. It will not be long before high quality semiconductors. Nanowire only the lowest of one or two or subbands are populated by electrons. So in this chapter we are discussing about the nanowire one dimensional and two dimensional with quantum dots and quantum wells, and nano diameters also related to the thermal electricity and thermal electrical sensors and thermal powers applications which are using in satellites and air conditioner and refrigerators. So we are all the components are important in nanowire structures. So today I am discussing about one-dimensional structure. What is a one-dimensional structure, and how it related to mechanical nanowires. So nanowire is a device which is quasi one-dimensional electrons. So it is a device which is a quasi one-dimensional electron systems at a one time only one parameter will be changes, and other parameter we are not discuss about that. Only one parameter we have to discuss about that. Semiconductor nanowire are generally produced by two methods. Means we are discussing about some fabrication technology, because the nanowire we are discussing about how it will be fabricated. So there are two types of approach we are using: bottom up and top down. Bottom up approach we are using by chemical method, we already study about MBA, CVD, and VLS, etc. There are a lot of techniques, or we are using a bottom approach to study about that. Top-down approach we are using in lithography methods, which are using for thin film of applications. We can bound on that which films are around 10 to 15 nanometers have diameter. We are using that type of approach. So one diameter of applications. One diameter of applications is depends on not only the diameter of the nanowire structure, it's also depending on some wave function and eigen values of energies, which are using of expressing some parameters and some calculating some parameters. So one parameter which we are using in nanowire structures, that is a wide band gap semiconductors. Wide band gap semiconductor which are allow power electron components to be smaller, faster, more reliable and more efficient than their silicon based counterparts. We are understood that we are using the chip designing for silicon based chip designing we are using. Now the technology is day by day growing, and we are replacing the silicon because there is some lack of points, like the mobility of electrons is not high in comparative with the other materials, and the band gap is very low and require very high voltage. So on the base of that we are dividing silicon based counterparts. We are replacing to this silicon component with some other materials. So on the base of they permit the other materials be providing some operate at higher temperature, higher voltage, higher frequencies, and also they are more powerful and more energetic conventional semiconductor materials. If we are discussing about some other materials, we can discuss about like gallium nitride, which are ultra high efficiency for light emitting diodes. So we are not using a silicon diode, we are using gallium nitride, which are using a ultra high efficiency diode, which generate a more efficient in compared to silicons. Similarly, there are for semiconductor material in periodic tables, we are understood there are third and fourth and second and sixth group we are using now day by day in our research program, and day by day in research materials to provide some more fastest technologies and more compatibility of the devices. So some specific devices we are using like third fourth nitrates such as gallium nitrides, and some oxide we are also using zinc oxide, because zinc oxides and hafnium oxides, these all oxides are related to behave as a dielectric materials, as we are using a dielectric material which which behave as an insulator layer. As we know that we are using most of the time silicon dioxide layer. Silicon dioxide layer is more thick in comparatively to hafnium oxide layer and zinc oxide layer. So because this band gap is very high, and band offset voltage is also high, thermal voltage is also high, so in comparatively we are using gallium nitride and zinc oxide layer to sensing of gas applications. And zinc oxide also have a lot of research area interested to formations of the opto devices, and electronic properties are very good in compared to the silicon dioxides. So we are using of zinc oxide layer in nanowire structure to fabricate these structures. So gallium nitride and zinc nanowire I already discussed about that can be fabricated by molecular epitaxy method. Chemical CVD process we are using to fabricate of this type of nanostructures, and they promise for application in nano scale optoelectronics and electron devices. We are using when we are designing some sensor optical sensors with nanostructures, then we are using this type of material for designing of this type of devices. In recent year, we also know the nanowire structure of wide band nanostructure have been attracting much research in gallium nitride, for example, is enabling material behind the ultra high frequency of light emitting diode among third port and first six group wideband semiconductor and gallium nitride and zinc oxides. So this is all about this is about one dimensional semiconductor material which you are using in nanostructures, and they have some limitations, some advantage, but we are using in a nanostructure for designing of our nano wires. We are using this one dimensional structure. And the next lecture we are discussing about two dimensional structures and quantum dots and quantum efficiency. We are all about discuss about that. That is all about this lecture. Thank you.